Welcome, everyone, to the interrogation room. Let's start with Brian. Brian, when you first competed in Kaleidoscope Season Inferno, you were part of one of the worst creative challenges in the history of orgs. How does this creative challenge compare to your first season?
Well, I could lie to you and say that I remember the first challenge, but I'm a stoner. My memory is shot, so I don't. I do happen to remember this one, and I will say Ali did a really good job. She stepped up in the role for us, and yes, I feel that. Yes, I really don't remember. I wish I did. I'm sure we did a great job. I'm sure whoever did that one did, but Ali stepped up here, and we just couldn't get the job done because they did a better job. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But yes, I'm sorry that wasn't the answer you wanted, but that's the answer I gave.
So, Jacob or Clown, in comparison to how the other society did you just not do as good of a job, or did you do a bad job?
I feel like maybe we're like treading the line of like, oh, we did good, we did okay, just not as good as the other tribe to like, yeah, no, we did bad. Because like what I want to say that we got less than half of all the points we were eligible for, or at least close to that. Either way, I'm proud of the work that we put in there. I definitely, for one, would like to say, whoever did the narration, honestly, kudos to you. 10 out of 10 performance, I say. Was not giving Roy Serling, I think, like the assignment was intended to, but you know, he did the damn thing regardless. But hopefully we can pick up the pace, and I could just stop losing challenges. Well, I'm at 20% win rate. Ain't looking good.
Buckley, was this the society that you were hoping for post swap?
Hold on, let me pause, big brother. I mean, I don't know. It was, it kind of had to like negotiate for them. So like in a way, yeah. But also in a way, it is what it is, it's who you're with. So like, I think it's a good group of people. I wouldn't have put my stamp of approval on it if it wasn't a good group of people. So, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I very much, for that interrogation, I'm sure we've talked about it with, not interrogation, whatever it was called, negotiation. Too many big words here. We're going to call it the hellhole after the hellhole that was the last tribal. I just kind of sat back and just kind of vibed. I didn't really say much. I just nodded my head and Topher to keep saying, like, John, do you agree to that? And I'd be like, oh, yeah, sure, cool. So I'm not going to lie, I really wasn't paying attention. So sure, go with it.
Corey, prior to the swap, you got to spend time with both societies. Did you come into this swap with any sort of advantage?
Why did I know you were gonna ask me about that? No. Honestly, I told people on my tribe the exact truth of what happened when I went over to the other tribe, and that was, oh my God, yeah, I get to socialize with people, maybe get allies, and then I slept till 5 p.m. And I went back home. So it didn't really do much to benefit me because I slept all day like a silly little goose. They know that this is true. They can confirm it. I was like, I have a migraine, guys, help. And I did, but it went away. So we're here to slay. We're going to win tonight. We are. I already know.
So Corey's bold prediction is that Templar will catch its second win. Now, you were not a part of the original Templar, but yet we've now moved to a new Templar, and Templar is back to losing again. My question to you, Ali, is what can this society do to succeed?
I mean, obviously keep winning challenges, because I assume Merge is probably coming in a few rounds. And obviously Templar has like a curse because they've won one challenge. So basically that's the one thing we have to do now, is just keep winning.
Brian, is this vote about setting yourself up for a possible merge?
Yes.
Care to elaborate?
No.
Okay. Clown, when somebody is saying, yes, this vote is about the merge, but they don't want to elaborate on the merge, does that make you feel nervous? Like, do you know what's going on? Are your fingers on the pulse of what's happening tonight?
That's a lot of questions, actually. So like we gotta I was gonna break them down like yes or no answers. Yes, no, not sure, maybe yes, no, no. I don't know. Yeah, it was a lot of questions stuff for what the fuck. But I think that at the end of the day, every vote has its fair share of repercussions that we need to account for. What consequences will come immediately after this vote? What avenues can people maneuver? And once you vote a certain person off, that's a vote, or that's a person whom could have voted this other person this next round, but you don't have that person anymore. So you have to reevaluate. And I was only the person that merged was actually after this upcoming interrogation, because they said, oh, well, because y'all said that there's a live challenge, then interrogation tomorrow, and then a live night tomorrow as well after the next interrogation. So I was like, oh, well, that's a merge. Maybe like a live challenge, maybe some rotted double tribal twist. So I think it's close to on the horizon. I couldn't consider the merge the first time that we went to interrogation, but now that it's my fun, I have to start considering.
Well, we do all know what happens when we assume, especially in a survivor-based game. So, Bucklet, when you first swap, there may be some, if an interrogation room were to have happened immediately, it may have had one result. Being that it has been 4 days together with a new swapped society and no wiretap rooms, has the dynamic completely changed?
I don't really think so. I'm not gonna say this was the most wired group of people. And today didn't really feel like wired. It felt like we lost the electric bill because we didn't pay it. So therefore, like the lights were out. And then somebody hooked up a generator at like 7. So that that's how it feels. So like I don't know. Like if the vibe changes and the mood changes depending on what's happened. And, as any survivor game goes, we've all played a survivor game here. Like it can ebb and flow and maneuver as it does. I haven't really noticed a big one myself, but I'm also not observant. So who knows?
All right. Corey, is it safe to say that tonight's vote is going to go down old societal lines?
You say alongside tribal lines? Girl, I
Yeah.
didn't hear you.
I said along.
Not you laughing. I'm like, I didn't hear him, girl.
I said along societal lines.
Oh, no.
No, it's not. What's happening tonight, Corey?
Girl, you'll see. We'll get to it. Like, blinks. Like, I have nothing else to say on the subject.
Allie, with Corey saying we'll get to it, you heard the last question before we're about to vote. Is something crazy gonna happen tonight?
You never know. I mean, it's been like dead silent most of the day, and then it's always like a scramble last minute. So I mean, who knows what could happen? People could be blindsiding one of us. Who knows? It's also a small tribe. There's only 7 of us, so you never know. It's always scary.
With dead silence throughout the day, it's quite possible the next declassification is going to come with but a whimper. So let's find out as we get to the vote. I'm going to go off camera and I will mute myself. Please go to your prod chats and either recast your vote for the same person or cast your vote for somebody different. Either way, bump that vote up to the top of the prod chat. While I am away, please feel free to discuss anything and everything except for this game and the vote. I'll be back.
Being told to bump a vote feels like some gross karma in some other universe. I'm gonna be so real.
I'd just say bump it up. It's Diddy that made the song. I was like, who the hell made that song? I know the song. It was popular, famous somewhere in the world.
Shout out to my roommate's French toast. Because she's so good at making French toast. The
Wow.
best, actually.
Okay, do we like pancakes or waffles more?
Waffles,
Waffles.
obviously.
It depends on the quality of the product. I'm gonna be so real. Like if you botch waffles, then they suck.
Yeah.
Like if they're too, and this goes with pancakes too. If they're too cakey, I don't like them.
Like you get the best pancake and the best waffle in the world. Which one are you taking? Which one are you eating first?
Waffle. Honestly, I eat pancakes like a menace. I hold them in my hand and I dip them.
The only thing I ever choked on was a pancake. It's true. I was eating Eggos and put whipped cream on it, chocolate syrup. I was a menace, bro. Pancakes were.
I've choked on soda. I've choked on Airheads. I've choked on dick.
Haven't we all?
Please
Haven't
don't agree with that.
Haven't we all? I definitely have.
You choked on Carol's dick. Oh my god.
Who said it was Carol's?
Oh,
Not that.
Uh-huh. This is my coming out story. It's true. But
I
Well-
thought we were talking about waffles and pancakes, but
I'm okay. So there's some like commercial right now for some like FBI like true story
Yeah.
like show.
Yep.
And I swear to God, they just like nonchalantly showed a picture of Laura Dern, just like in the middle of it.
No way. You can basically go to meeting order.
I would like to shout out my prod guests, Tony and Jesse, if y'all are watching.
I'm shouting out Benji and Haley.
I'm shouting out Victoria and Jazzy.
Shout out to my invisible podcast in the corner cheering for me. I love them. They're rooting for me. And thank you so much.
I guess I'll be nice and I'll shout out John Farrell and Isha.
Can someone join my prod chat, please? Thank you so much. The way I said this last tribal, nobody joined. I was devastated.
Don't want to change the subject or spoil Big Brother for anybody, but on a related note, I survived the double. My one draft pick is still in.
Nice.
Nice. Should they have? No. They should have been dead on site. But you know.
I forgot that was on tonight until like someone mentioned it earlier.
I think it was the society chat. That someone was like, let me scroll up. Oh yeah, Marcelo said it.
The season just
Oh
like
no. Fuck. No, fuck.
it came to a crashing halt once we hit zombie week. It didn't pick up back up for me.
It's double eviction, baby. Yeah. It's funny. Promise. And what's upsetting? For context, Akeen called me a clown, so I said, "All right, bet." So I'm gonna come to Zoom as clown, just clown though, and Keaton's not even here to see.
All right. I have the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person with the most votes will have their credentials revoked and they will become declassified. But before I read the votes, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol or other relevant advantage and would like to play it, now is the time to do so.
A lot of you people are really shady. So I am going to be playing an idol on myself.
Yes, I can confirm that this classified document is in fact a hidden immunity idol, and all votes cast for Ally will not count. If anybody else has any other hidden idols or advantages and would like to play it, please do so now. I'll read the votes.
We don't see you.
You can't see me?
Hey, we can't see you. I thought this was intentional up until this
Oh.
point,
I've
but
got to see audio.
What are you
I
talking
can?
about?
I can't see him.
I can see them.
The voice is coming from Jen's computer, but
yeah,
Yeah, Jacob's just messing with you. It's fine.
I'm not messing with you.
Oh, no, because.
okay. Oh, all right, never mind.
On the top.
The audio's coming from Jed's thing, but I didn't see your
Yes.
camera.
That's,
It
yes,
showed-
yes.
Got it. My fault. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay, I'll read the votes. First vote. Ally does not count. Brian, one vote, Brian. Brian, two votes, Brian. Marcelo. Marcelo, that's two votes, Brian, two votes, Marcelo, two votes left. Ally does not count. Fifth person to have their credentials revoked and to become declassified is Brian. Brian, you may speak your piece.
as like the tribal council, I'm speechless, but I'll talk to y'all at the finale. No heart, no ill will toward any of y'all, but thank you, Prod, for having me again. It's been a blast. Good luck, everybody. I will see y'all on the flip side.
Thank you so much, Brian, for joining us.
Love you, Brian.
Well, certainly did not go out without a whimper. Things may have just gotten chaotic. Pretty soon, you are 24 hours away from there only being 11 people left. So it is time for the next